Introduction. Welcome and intro to Stoicism in dating. Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're diving into a topic that can feel like trying to solve a puzzle with missing pieces. Understanding women's behavior in dating. If you've ever found yourself confused by mixed signals or wondering what a woman really means when she acts a certain way, you're not alone. Dating can often feel like navigating through a maze, where every turn might leave you questioning what's really going on. But that's where Stoicism comes in, an ancient philosophy that teaches us to find inner peace by focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. Stoicism isn't just a set of abstract ideas. It offers practical tools for staying grounded, calm, and confident, especially when emotions are running high. In the world of modern dating, where social cues can be subtle or even misleading, adopting a Stoic mindset can be a game changer. In this video, we'll explore how Stoic principles can help you decode women's behavior with a clear, rational perspective. You'll learn how to maintain emotional strength when faced with uncertainty, confusion, or even intentional indifference. By mastering these concepts, not only will you feel more in control of your reactions, but you'll also cultivate the kind of calm, self-assured presence that many women find deeply attractive. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Understanding mixed signals. Recognizing and interpreting mixed signals. Mixed signals are one of the most common and confusing challenges in dating. You may encounter moments when a woman's actions seem contradictory. Perhaps she flirts with you one day but appears distant or indifferent the next. These signals can leave you second-guessing her interest and feeling unsure about your next move. However, understanding why mixed signals occur and how to interpret them is essential to navigate dating successfully. Why women send mixed signals. There are a few common reasons why a woman might pretend not to be interested, even when signs suggest otherwise. 1. Testing character. Women may send mixed signals as a way to test your emotional stability, confidence, and patience. They might want to see how you react when faced with uncertainty or ambiguity, particularly early in the dating process. For example, if she shows signs of interest but then pulls back, she may be testing whether you will become needy or overly eager, or if you can maintain composure and self-assurance. 2. Self-protection. Sometimes a woman will appear indifferent to protect herself from emotional vulnerability. If she's had past experiences of being hurt, rejected, or led on, she may use indifference as a shield to guard her emotions. By pretending not to be interested, she creates emotional distance to avoid feeling exposed or insecure, especially when the relationship is still developing. How Stoicism helps you navigate mixed signals. Stoicism provides a framework for handling these situations without letting your emotions take over. The philosophy teaches the importance of separating your emotional reactions from rational analysis, enabling you to respond calmly and logically when faced with confusing behavior. 1. Emotional detachment. A key principle of Stoicism is learning to detach from immediate emotional responses, especially when faced with uncertainty. Instead of reacting impulsively, when a woman's behavior seems hot and cold, Stoicism encourages you to pause, reflect, and consider the broader context. For instance, rather than taking her aloofness personally or assuming she's not interested, a Stoic mindset allows you to remain composed and wait for clearer signs before reacting. Focusing on what you can control. Stoicism reminds us that we can only control our own actions and mindset, not the behavior of others. When you receive mixed signals, it's essential to focus on how you carry yourself. Rather than over-analyzing her intentions, concentrate on maintaining your confidence, being present, and staying true to your values. By doing this, you demonstrate emotional strength, which often clears up confusion and reveals her true interest over time. 3. Building resilience. Dating is full of emotional highs and lows, and encountering mixed signals can be frustrating. Stoicism helps build emotional resilience, allowing you to stay grounded despite these fluctuations. When faced with uncertain behavior, embrace patience and let go of the need for immediate clarity. This emotional fortitude will make you more attractive because women are naturally drawn to men who are steady and calm under pressure. Summary. In summary, understanding mixed signals is about recognizing that they often arise from a woman's desire to test your character or protect her emotional vulnerability. By applying Stoic principles such as emotional detachment, focusing on what you can control, and building resilience, you can navigate these confusing situations with calmness and confidence, ultimately positioning yourself as someone who can handle the challenges of dating with poise. Lesson 2. The art of subtle flirtation. Women's subtle communication styles. When it comes to showing interest, women often use subtle, indirect methods that can be easily missed or misunderstood. While men may lean towards being more straightforward in expressing their attraction, women tend to use a nuanced approach. This can include playful teasing, brief moments of withdrawal, or even a mix of both. Playful teasing. Teasing is a classic form of flirtation. It's light-hearted and often filled with humor. A woman might make fun of something you say or do in a way that feels playful rather than mean-spirited. This kind of teasing is meant to create a bond and test your reaction. It's her way of engaging with you, seeing how you respond to her challenge, and determining if you can handle playful banter. Slight withdrawal. On the other hand, women may sometimes withdraw or distance themselves emotionally or physically when they start developing stronger feelings. This can be confusing as their behavior may seem to contradict their initial signals of interest. This retreat can serve as a form of self-preservation, testing whether the man will react anxiously or stay calm and confident during moments of ambiguity. Stoic patience and emotional regulation. In these situations, men often feel the urge to either push harder or withdraw themselves, which can lead to misunderstanding or frustration. However, Stoic principles can serve as a powerful guide here. Patience and emotional regulation are key when dealing with subtle forms of flirtation. Patience. Stoicism teaches that you should not rush to react emotionally to any situation. When a woman teases or withdraws, remain patient. Understand that these are not necessarily negative signs. She could be testing your ability to remain calm under pressure or gauging how comfortable you are with light-hearted interaction. Don't feel the need to immediately decode or fix the situation. Instead, allow things to unfold naturally and recognize that time will reveal her true feelings. Emotional regulation. A Stoic approach means controlling your emotions and not being swayed by the actions of others. If she withdraws or teases, don't take it personally or react with frustration. Maintain a steady, calm demeanor. Women are often more attracted to men who can keep their composure and not let minor fluctuations in behavior affect them emotionally. By regulating your responses, you show her that you are not easily rattled, which projects confidence and emotional strength. Lesson 3. Vulnerability and testing boundaries. Why women pretend not to like you. In the early stages of dating, women may sometimes pretend not to like a man or act aloof as a form of self-protection. This behavior can stem from a variety of psychological factors, with one of the most prominent being the fear of vulnerability. Women often test boundaries and maintain emotional distance to protect themselves from potential rejection or disappointment, especially if they've been hurt in the past or are uncertain about the man's intentions. By appearing disinterested, they create a barrier that helps them stay in control of their emotions and the pace of the relationship. This way, they can gauge a man's reactions without fully opening themselves up to the risk of emotional harm. For some women, this distancing serves as a defense mechanism, allowing them to assess a man's character without revealing too much of their own vulnerability. It's a way to maintain a sense of power and protect their emotional well-being in the delicate early stages of a relationship. By not immediately showing interest, they may want to test if the man will continue pursuing them, which can be a way to measure his level of sincerity, persistence, and emotional strength. The role of Stoicism. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-sufficiency and inner strength, offers an effective way for men to respond to this kind of behavior. Rather than becoming fixated on gaining external validation from the woman or reacting emotionally to her aloofness, Stoicism teaches men to focus on controlling their own thoughts, emotions, and actions. In other words, when a woman appears disinterested or distant, instead of chasing after her approval or becoming anxious, a Stoic man remains grounded in his own values and sense of self-worth. Stoicism emphasizes that the only thing a person can truly control is their own behavior, not someone else's reactions or emotions. By adopting this mindset, a man learns to stay calm and composed, even when faced with confusing or seemingly contradictory signals. This approach prevents him from falling into the trap of seeking constant reassurance or validation from the woman, which can come off as needy or insecure. By staying focused on personal growth and emotional resilience, Stoicism empowers men to handle these early-stage tests with grace and confidence. Instead of letting her behavior dictate their feelings, they maintain emotional stability, showing that their self-worth is not dependent on whether she shows immediate interest. Over time, this attitude not only reduces unnecessary stress and anxiety, but also projects an aura of confidence and self-control, which many women find deeply attractive. In sum, understanding that a woman's aloofness may be a test of boundaries allows men to respond with patience and composure. By mastering Stoic principles, they can navigate these challenges without compromising their emotional strength or losing sight of their own intrinsic value. Lesson 4. Emotional distance to gauge interest. Handling emotional distance in dating. In the world of dating, it's not uncommon for a woman to create emotional distance, leaving a man wondering whether she's truly interested. This distance might manifest in reduced communication, less frequent or less enthusiastic interactions, or an air of aloofness. However, rather than indicating a lack of interest, this behavior can often be a subtle test to gauge a man's emotional stability. Women creating emotional distance to test stability. When a woman distances herself emotionally, she may be observing how you handle the situation. This is not necessarily a sign of disinterest, but a way to test whether you can remain composed when faced with uncertainty or ambiguity. She might want to see if you'll become anxious, overly needy, or frustrated, or if you can maintain your sense of calm, confidence, and inner stability. This test is a reflection of how she subconsciously assesses your emotional strength and resilience, qualities that many women find deeply attractive. Women, especially in the early stages of dating, may pull back to see if you'll lose your cool or chase after validation. It's her way of gauging whether you can handle the ebb and flow of a relationship, including moments when she might not be as openly affectionate or available. These moments of distance can be a way of asking, can this man stand strong when things get challenging? Does he have the emotional maturity to remain grounded without needing constant reassurance? Stoicism's lesson: remaining calm. In such scenarios, Stoic philosophy becomes your greatest ally. Stoicism teaches that you cannot control another person's actions, only your own reactions. When faced with emotional distance, the key is to remain calm and composed. By not overreacting or chasing after her attention, you demonstrate emotional strength. Stoicism encourages you to find peace within yourself, unaffected by external factors like fluctuating interest or emotional distance from others. Remaining calm in these situations shows a woman that you are confident in who you are and that your sense of self-worth doesn't depend on her validation or affection. Instead of panicking or seeking constant reassurance, you focus on maintaining your internal balance. You don't let external behaviors, like her pulling away, disrupt your emotional peace. Stoicism's lesson: not letting external behavior affect inner peace. The Stoic principle of inner peace is rooted in the idea that true stability comes from within, not from the actions or behaviors of others. In dating, this means not allowing a woman's temporary emotional distance to destabilize you or create self-doubt. When you practice Stoicism, you accept that people may come and go, emotions may rise and fall, but your internal sense of calm remains constant. Instead of reacting impulsively, by either confronting her about the distance or withdrawing in response, you focus on controlling your own mindset. You allow her the space she needs without becoming emotionally rattled. This approach often creates a sense of respect and attraction, as it shows you have the maturity to handle ambiguity and the self-confidence to stay grounded, no matter the circumstances. Conclusion: emotional distance as an opportunity for growth. Emotional distance, rather than a reason for anxiety, becomes an opportunity for you to demonstrate the Stoic qualities of patience, calmness, and self-control. When a woman creates space, the way you respond can either reassure her of your emotional maturity or reveal insecurity. By embracing Stoicism, you not only navigate these situations with poise, but also build a foundation of inner strength that enhances your overall approach to relationships. Lesson 5. The power of non-reaction. Why not overreacting is key. In the world of dating, one of the most subtle yet impactful strategies women often use is testing how a man reacts to mixed signals. These signals, which can range from seemingly aloof behavior to fluctuating levels of interest, are not always meant to confuse, but rather to gauge a man's emotional stability. Women might do this subconsciously, but their aim is often to see if a man can remain composed under pressure or when faced with uncertainty. This is where the power of non-reaction becomes crucial. When a man reacts hastily, becoming overly emotional, anxious, or even needy, he inadvertently reveals a lack of control over his emotions. This can come across as immature or insecure, leading to a potential decrease in attraction. Women generally seek partners who can maintain composure and confidence, even when faced with uncertainty or the unknown. In this sense, how a man responds to mixed signals speaks volumes about his emotional strength and maturity. The Stoic approach. Stoicism, as a philosophy, teaches individuals to focus on what they can control, primarily their own emotions and reactions. A core principle is to not let external events or other people's behavior dictate your inner peace. When faced with mixed signals, a Stoic man doesn't jump to conclusions or react impulsively. Instead, he remains calm, centered and unshaken, showing that he is in full control of himself. This kind of non-reaction demonstrates a deep level of emotional self-control, which is highly attractive. It sends the message that the man isn't dependent on external validation or swayed by every shift in behavior. He doesn't need to chase or overcompensate to seek approval, because his confidence comes from within. This level of restraint and emotional mastery shows maturity, making the man appear strong, composed, and reliable, qualities that women often find irresistible. In practical terms, non-reaction doesn't mean ignoring the woman or pretending not to care. Rather, it involves a thoughtful pause, considering the situation without being emotionally overwhelmed by it. It means understanding that her mixed signals are not necessarily a reflection of you, but rather part of the natural ebb and flow of human interaction. By exercising this stoic detachment, you allow space for the woman to navigate her own feelings while you remain grounded in your own self-worth. Ultimately, the power of non-reaction is about mastering your emotional responses, not to suppress them, but to control them in a way that shows confidence and maturity. This ability to stay calm under pressure will make you stand out in a world where overreaction is common. And it is often this calm and collected demeanor that makes you most attractive in the long run. Lesson 6. Body language and subconscious cues. Paying attention to non-verbal communication. In many dating interactions, a woman's verbal communication might not always align with her true feelings. While she may appear disinterested or aloof in her words, her body language could be sending a different message entirely. Understanding these non-verbal cues can provide deeper insights into her attraction and intentions. Body language is often more honest than spoken words because it's largely subconscious. When a woman likes you, her body may betray her true emotions even if she tries to downplay them verbally. Some subtle signals to watch for include prolonged eye contact. If she maintains eye contact with you for slightly longer than usual, it's often a sign of interest. Breaking and re-establishing eye contact in a playful or flirtatious manner can indicate that she's trying to gauge your response without being too direct. Mirroring movements. If she starts mimicking your gestures, posture, or even your speaking tempo, this subconscious behavior can reflect her attempt to establish a connection and show rapport. Playful touches, light, seemingly casual touches, like brushing your arm or shoulder, can be powerful indicators of attraction. Even if she acts indifferent in conversation, physical contact signals a desire to establish closeness. Feet and body orientation. Pay attention to where her feet and body are pointing. If her feet are directed toward you, or she consistently positions her body to face you, it suggests that she's focused on you and interested despite any verbal indifference. Nervous gestures, twirling her hair, adjusting her clothes, or lightly fidgeting are often signs of nervousness or excitement. This type of behavior may surface when someone is attracted but trying to mask their feelings. The Stoic approach. Mindfulness without overanalysis. Stoicism teaches the importance of mindfulness and being fully present in the moment. Applying this practice in dating helps you notice body language cues without falling into the trap of overanalyzing. Rather than obsessing over every small movement, stay calmly aware of the overall flow of the interaction. The key is to observe these signals as part of the bigger picture. Stoicism encourages focusing on what's within your control, your actions, reactions, and mindset. Instead of reacting impulsively or assuming her feelings based on one or two cues, stay grounded in the present and let the situation naturally unfold. By adopting this mindset, you can interpret her non-verbal cues with clarity and respond accordingly, without jumping to conclusions or letting emotions cloud your judgment. You'll remain composed, aware, and insightful, which not only helps you understand her true feelings, but also enhances your overall confidence and calm demeanor. Lesson 7. Testing confidence. Confidence as a key attraction factor. In the world of dating, confidence is often one of the most attractive traits a man can display. It's not just about being bold or assertive. It's about having a deep sense of self-assurance that isn't easily shaken by external factors. Many women are naturally drawn to men who radiate confidence because it signals stability, strength, and emotional security. However, women will often test this confidence to see if it is genuine or merely a facade. One common way they do this is by pretending to be indifferent, even when they are actually interested. This behavior may seem confusing or frustrating to men, but it's important to recognize that it's a subtle, unconscious way for women to assess a man's emotional strength. Women testing men's confidence by feigning indifference. When a woman acts indifferent or distant, it's often not a sign that she is uninterested. Instead, it can be a way to see how a man reacts under pressure. Does he become anxious, insecure, or desperate for her attention? Or does he remain calm, grounded, and self-assured? This type of test is designed to gauge how much a man relies on external validation. A woman may pull back or act cool to observe whether a man stays true to himself or starts chasing after her approval. If he begins to doubt himself, becomes overly eager, or seeks constant reassurance, she might perceive him as lacking confidence. On the other hand, if he remains composed and doesn't let her behavior affect his self-worth, it shows that he has the emotional resilience and self-belief that many women find highly attractive. Stoic self-assurance as a way to remain grounded and attractive. Stoicism teaches that real confidence comes from within, not from the reactions of others. A Stoic man understands that his value is not determined by external circumstances, such as a woman's temporary indifference. He controls what he can, his own actions and reactions, and lets go of what he cannot, like her fluctuating interest. By embracing Stoic self-assurance, a man learns to remain centered and composed, regardless of how a woman behaves. He doesn't chase validation or get rattled by mixed signals. Instead, he stays calm, emotionally grounded, and focused on what he can control: his own behavior, mindset, and emotional state. This calm demeanor communicates strength and stability, qualities that women find irresistible. When a woman tests a man's confidence by pretending not to like him, the Stoic man's unshaken demeanor sends a powerful message. He is confident in who he is. He doesn't need constant approval, and he isn't easily swayed by external forces. This kind of inner strength and self-sufficiency is incredibly attractive because it shows maturity, self-awareness, and the ability to handle challenges with grace. In conclusion, testing confidence through indifference is a subtle yet effective way women evaluate a man's emotional stability. By adopting Stoic principles, a man can navigate these tests with ease, projecting an air of calm confidence that is key to building lasting attraction. Durastu, Lesson 8. Maintaining emotional equilibrium. Balancing emotional responses. When it comes to dating, women often send mixed signals, sometimes acting aloof or indifferent despite showing signs of interest. These confusing behaviors can make men feel unsure or anxious, leading to emotional reactions like frustration, insecurity, or even desperation. Stoicism, however, offers a powerful solution: emotional equilibrium. Stoicism's emphasis on emotional balance in the face of mixed signals. At the core of Stoicism is the principle of maintaining balance and self-control in all circumstances. In the world of dating, this means learning to remain composed, even when faced with ambiguity or unpredictability. Women may test men by appearing uninterested, but Stoicism teaches that external actions or behaviors shouldn't dictate your internal state. By practicing emotional detachment from outcomes, you can avoid overreacting to her signals, whether they are positive or negative. A Stoic approach encourages you to resist the urge to chase validation or become emotionally reactive. Instead, focus on what you can control: your own feelings, behaviors, and mindset. When a woman's actions fluctuate, Stoic principles teach you to remain centered, interpreting her behavior rationally rather than emotionally. This balance allows you to keep your cool and prevent her actions from destabilizing your emotions. Staying calm under pressure as an attractive trait. Emotional stability and calmness are highly attractive traits to many women. In moments when a woman pulls back or sends unclear signals, men who maintain their composure stand out. By not being easily rattled, You signal confidence, self-assurance, and emotional maturity, qualities that women instinctively admire. Staying calm under pressure doesn't mean you are indifferent or detached from the relationship. Rather, it shows that you are in control of yourself and not swayed by every shift in her behavior. This type of poise often compels women to view you as someone who is secure in his own worth and capable of handling challenges with grace. In dating, moments of uncertainty are inevitable. By mastering emotional equilibrium through stoic practice, you not only improve your chances of success, but also become the kind of person who exudes a calm, attractive strength. Lesson 9. The psychology behind pretending. In this lesson, we delve into the intricate psychological dynamics of dating, particularly why women may sometimes pretend not to like a man, even when there are underlying feelings of attraction. Understanding this behavior can provide clarity and insight, allowing you to navigate these situations with confidence. Why women engage in this behavior. 1. Maintaining control. For many women, pretending not to like a man can serve as a protective mechanism. By creating a facade of indifference, they gain a sense of control over their emotions and the relationship dynamics. This strategy allows them to test a man's interest and commitment without exposing their own vulnerabilities. This behavior often arises from a desire to avoid being hurt or rejected. By feigning disinterest, they can gauge how a man reacts under pressure, assessing whether he can handle challenges and uncertainty. It's a way for them to feel empowered in a dating landscape that can often feel unpredictable. 2. Testing character. Women may also use this tactic to evaluate a man's character and emotional resilience. They want to see if he is confident enough to withstand the push and pull dynamic without becoming anxious or needy. This testing can reveal a lot about his emotional maturity and stability, qualities that are often very attractive. 3. Creating emotional distance. Pretending not to be interested allows women to create emotional distance, giving them space to assess their own feelings and intentions. This distance can help them determine whether their attraction is genuine or based on external factors, like physical appearance or social status. Chartisum, Stoic principles in action. Focus on your own behavior. Instead of getting caught up in the confusion of mixed signals, Stoicism teaches the importance of focusing on your own actions and responses. You cannot control how she behaves or what she feels, but you can control how you react to her behavior. By adopting a Stoic mindset, you cultivate emotional resilience. When faced with her apparent indifference, practice non-reaction and maintain your self-worth. This approach not only keeps your emotions stable, but also demonstrates to her that you possess the emotional strength she may subconsciously seek. Avoiding over-analysis. Stoicism encourages you to avoid over-analyzing her actions. Instead of trying to decode every signal she sends, concentrate on being your best self and responding to situations with clarity and confidence. This mindset helps alleviate the stress and uncertainty that often accompany dating. Emotional self-control. When you embody Stoic virtues, you show that your self-worth is not dependent on her validation. This emotional self-control is inherently attractive. It signals maturity and confidence. Women are often drawn to men who remain grounded and composed, regardless of the emotional dynamics at play. Conclusion. Understanding the psychology behind a woman's pretense is crucial in navigating modern dating. By recognizing that her behavior may stem from a desire for control and self-protection, you can approach these situations with greater insight and emotional strength. Embrace the Stoic principles of focusing on your own behavior, practicing non-reaction, and maintaining emotional equilibrium. This way, you not only enhance your dating experience but also foster personal growth and resilience. Lesson 10. The attraction of restraint. The power of restraint in dating. In the world of dating, one of the most compelling lessons from Stoicism is the power of restraint. When a woman pretends to be disinterested, it can trigger a natural instinct to pursue her more aggressively. However, this reaction can often backfire, leading to increased pressure and ultimately a decrease in attraction. Decode. Understanding the dynamics of restraint. 1. Navigating disinterest. When faced with mixed signals, it's easy to fall into the trap of chasing after validation. A woman's apparent disinterest may stem from her own testing mechanisms or a need for self-protection. By resisting the urge to chase, you position yourself as someone who is secure and self-sufficient, qualities that are inherently attractive. 2. Building mystery. Restraint creates an air of mystery. When you don't immediately react to her aloofness or disinterest, it sparks curiosity. She may begin to wonder why you're not pursuing her as intensely as she expected. This intrigue can shift the dynamic, making her reconsider her stance as she realizes that you're not easily swayed by her behavior. 3. Projecting confidence. Resisting the urge to chase signals confidence. It shows that you're not desperate for her attention, which can be a powerful attractor. Confidence in this context is rooted in self-awareness and the understanding that your self-worth isn't contingent upon her validation. This kind of emotional strength is attractive and invites respect. 4th, encouraging authentic connection. By practicing restraint, you create space for a more genuine connection to develop. Rather than getting caught up in the chase, you allow the relationship to unfold naturally. This approach fosters an environment where both parties can express their feelings authentically, free from the pressure of constant pursuit. 5. Avoiding the trap of neediness. Chasing often stems from feelings of neediness, which can be a turn-off. When you maintain restraint, you demonstrate emotional maturity and self-control, distancing yourself from any perception of neediness. This helps in cultivating a balanced interaction where both partners feel valued and secure. 2. Practical application of restraint in dating. Mindfulness in reactions. Be aware of your impulses and practice mindfulness. Before reacting to her behavior, take a moment to assess the situation and choose a measured response. Focus on yourself. Invest time in your own interests and passions. When you prioritize your personal growth and fulfillment, you naturally exude confidence and attractiveness. Communicate with subtlety. Show interest without overwhelming her. Small gestures, meaningful conversations, and attentive listening can convey your feelings without coming across as desperate. Observe and adapt. Pay attention to her reactions. If she begins to engage more after you've practiced restraint, it's a sign that your approach is working. Be flexible and adjust your actions accordingly. Conclusion. The power of restraint in dating is not just about holding back. It's about embodying confidence, self-sufficiency, and emotional strength. By resisting the urge to chase when a woman pretends to be disinterested, you create an intriguing dynamic that can spark deeper attraction. Embracing this stoic principle allows you to navigate the complexities of dating with grace, turning potential frustrations into opportunities for authentic connection and mutual respect. Ultimately, it's about recognizing that sometimes less truly is more when it comes to romantic pursuit. Lesson 11. Balancing pursuit and detachment. In the complex world of dating, striking the right balance between pursuing someone and maintaining a sense of emotional detachment is crucial. This lesson focuses on understanding how to show genuine interest without becoming overly invested, a principle deeply rooted in Stoicism. Understanding the balance. 1. The nature of pursuit. Pursuit in dating often involves expressing interest, initiating conversations, and planning dates. It's a way to demonstrate attraction and establish a connection. However, when pursuit becomes desperate or overly eager, it can inadvertently create pressure. This can lead to the other person feeling suffocated or uncertain, which may diminish their attraction. 2. The importance of detachment. Emotional detachment does not mean being cold or indifferent. Instead, it's about maintaining a healthy perspective on your own feelings and expectations. Stoicism teaches us that our happiness should not be contingent on external factors, including someone else's responses or affections. By detaching your self-worth from the outcome of a romantic pursuit, you become more resilient to emotional highs and lows. Finding the right balance. 1. Show interest without overcommitting. It's essential to communicate your interest clearly, but do so without overwhelming the other person. Subtle gestures, thoughtful texts, and engaging conversations can signal your attraction without coming on too strong. For example, instead of bombarding her with messages, consider pacing your communication. Allow her space to reciprocate and engage at her own comfort level. 2. Gauge their response. Pay attention to how she responds to your interest. If she engages enthusiastically, it may be a sign to pursue further. Conversely, if her responses are lukewarm or evasive, it might be wise to step back. This requires a level of emotional intelligence, recognizing cues without reading too much into them. A Stoic approach allows you to remain observant and composed, reducing the temptation to overanalyze. 3. Maintain personal fulfillment. Invest in your own life outside of the dating dynamic. Engage in hobbies, pursue personal goals, and nurture friendships. This not only keeps you grounded, but also makes you more attractive. A well-rounded individual is often more appealing. By maintaining your own interests, you demonstrate that your happiness does not solely depend on her validation or attention, which can paradoxically increase her interest in you. 4. Practice non-attachment. Cultivate a mindset of non-attachment to outcomes. This doesn't mean you shouldn't care about the relationship. It simply means you recognize that relationships evolve and change. By accepting that you can't control her feelings or the direction of the relationship, you allow yourself to enjoy the process without the stress of needing to achieve a specific outcome. Conclusion. Balancing pursuit and detachment is a delicate art that can significantly influence your dating experience. By showing interest while practicing emotional detachment, you create a space where genuine attraction can flourish. This Stoic approach not only enhances your dating life, but also promotes personal growth and emotional resilience. Remember, the goal is to connect authentically while remaining true to yourself, ensuring that any relationship built is based on mutual respect and genuine attraction. Chakusul. Lesson 12. Embracing uncertainty. Stoicism and the acceptance of uncertainty in dating. In the complex world of dating, uncertainty is a constant companion. Whether you're just getting to know someone or navigating the early stages of a relationship, it's natural to encounter ambiguity about feelings, intentions, and potential outcomes. This lesson emphasizes the importance of embracing uncertainty through the lens of Stoicism, providing valuable insights on how to stay grounded amid the unknown. Accepting the unknown. The first step in embracing uncertainty is acknowledging that some aspects of relationships will always remain unclear. You may wonder about a partner's true feelings, their level of interest, or where the relationship is headed. Instead of striving for certainty or attempting to control every outcome, recognize that ambiguity is a normal part of the dating experience. This acceptance can alleviate the stress and anxiety often associated with trying to predict or decipher your partner's actions. The Stoic perspective. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control external events or the behavior of others, we can control our responses and attitudes. By applying this principle to dating, you can shift your focus from what you cannot know to what you can influence, your own thoughts and emotions. This approach helps to cultivate a sense of inner peace, reducing the emotional turmoil that often accompanies uncertainty. Staying grounded. When faced with uncertainty, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or insecure. However, embracing a Stoic mindset allows you to remain centered. Here are some practical strategies to help you stay grounded. 1. Focus on the present moment. Instead of fixating on future possibilities or hypothetical scenarios, concentrate on the present. Engage fully with your partner and enjoy the moments you share without worrying about where things might lead. 2. Practice mindfulness. Incorporate mindfulness techniques to help manage anxiety and stress. Techniques such as deep breathing or meditation can bring you back to the present and enhance your emotional resilience. 3. Reframe your thoughts. Instead of viewing uncertainty as a negative, consider it an opportunity for growth. Uncertainty can lead to discovery and deeper connections, allowing you to learn more about yourself and your partner. 4th, cultivate emotional independence. Focus on building a strong sense of self-worth that isn't reliant on external validation or the approval of your partner. By reinforcing your emotional independence, you can navigate uncertain situations with greater confidence. 5. Accept what you can't control. Remind yourself that it's normal not to have all the answers. Practice acceptance by acknowledging your feelings, but also recognizing that uncertainty is a part of life. The benefits of embracing uncertainty. By adopting a Stoic approach to uncertainty in dating, you can cultivate a sense of calm and confidence that many find attractive. This mindset not only enhances your dating experiences, but also contributes to personal growth. When you learn to embrace the unknown, you become more adaptable and open to whatever the relationship may bring, whether it's joy, heartbreak, or anything in between. In conclusion, embracing uncertainty through Stoicism empowers you to navigate the dating world with grace and resilience. By accepting that some things will remain unknown, you free yourself from the pressure of seeking constant clarity, allowing for more genuine connections and a deeper appreciation of the journey itself. Lesson 13. Embracing the Stoic mindset in dating. In this lesson, we delve into how adopting a Stoic mindset can transform your dating experience, helping you navigate the inevitable ups and downs with grace and resilience. The essence of Stoicism in dating. At its core, Stoicism teaches us that our internal state should not be swayed by external circumstances. This principle is particularly relevant in dating, where emotional turbulence can often lead to confusion and frustration. By embracing Stoic virtues, patience, wisdom, and emotional control, you can approach dating with a sense of calm and clarity. Takasi. 1. Patience. In the fast-paced world of modern dating, patience is a rare but invaluable trait. Stoicism encourages you to take a long-term view, understanding that meaningful connections take time to develop. Rather than rushing into judgments or actions based on fleeting emotions, patience allows you to assess situations more clearly. This not only enhances your decision-making, but also demonstrates to potential partners that you are grounded and thoughtful, qualities that are inherently attractive. T2. Wisdom. Wisdom, another key Stoic virtue, involves discerning what truly matters in your interactions and relationships. It encourages self-reflection and understanding the motivations behind your and others' actions. In dating, this wisdom helps you recognize when someone is genuinely interested or simply testing the waters. By seeing through superficial behaviors and focusing on deeper connections, you cultivate a more meaningful dating life. Women are often drawn to men who exhibit wisdom, as it reflects maturity and emotional intelligence. Emotional control. Emotional control is vital in maintaining a healthy approach to dating. Stoicism teaches you to regulate your emotional responses, especially during challenging situations, such as dealing with mixed signals or rejection. By not reacting impulsively, you convey confidence and stability, traits that are attractive to women. Instead of being swayed by anxiety or insecurity, you learn to stay composed, allowing you to engage with potential partners more effectively and authentically. The attraction of Stoic virtues. The principles of Stoicism naturally enhance your attractiveness. When you embody patience, wisdom, and emotional control, you project an air of confidence and self-assurance. Women often find these qualities appealing, as they signal emotional maturity and reliability. Moreover, by focusing on self-improvement rather than external validation, you become more centered in your own identity, which is inherently attractive. In conclusion, embracing a Stoic mindset in dating not only equips you with the tools to handle the inevitable ups and downs, but also fosters personal growth. By practicing patience, wisdom, and emotional control, you can navigate the dating landscape with confidence and clarity, ultimately becoming a more appealing partner. This lesson emphasizes that the journey of dating is not merely about finding someone else, but also about becoming the best version of yourself. Conclusion. Final takeaways. As we wrap up this exploration of women's mixed signals in dating, it's essential to recognize that navigating these complexities requires both emotional strength and rational analysis. Understanding that women may sometimes send mixed signals, whether through subtle cues or outright indifference, can be challenging. However, by applying Stoic principles, you can maintain a sense of calm and composure, even in the face of uncertainty. Emotional strength and rational analysis. Recognizing and interpreting mixed signals is not merely about deciphering someone's actions, it involves cultivating emotional resilience. Stoicism teaches us to detach our self-worth from external validation and to approach situations with a clear mind. By practicing rational analysis, you can better understand the motives behind these mixed signals, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Becoming the best version of yourself. Applying Stoic principles enables you to focus on self-improvement and personal growth. Rather than getting caught up in the confusion of dating dynamics, strive to become the best version of yourself. This journey involves building self-awareness, understanding your values, and aligning your actions with your principles. When you focus on self-growth, you naturally attract others who appreciate your authenticity and maturity. Practicing emotional self-control. Emotional self-control is key to navigating the dating world successfully. By learning to manage your emotions and not letting them dictate your responses, you create a more balanced and attractive presence. This means taking a step back when faced with mixed signals, allowing you to approach interactions with a calm, rational mindset. Cultivating patience and self-assurance. In dating, patience is crucial. Recognize that building meaningful connections takes time, and that not every interaction will unfold according to your expectations. Cultivating self-assurance allows you to stand firm in your self-worth, irrespective of someone else's reactions. This confidence not only enhances your dating success, but also contributes significantly to your personal growth. Encouragement for viewers. As you navigate the complexities of dating, remember to embrace the stoic mindset. Practicing emotional self-control, patience, and self-assurance will not only improve your interactions with women, but also foster your overall development as an individual. By focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and emotional responses, you empower yourself to approach dating with clarity and purpose. Ultimately, the lessons learned here are about more than just dating. They are about building a fulfilling and resilient life. By integrating these stoic principles into your daily practice, you can enhance your dating experiences while simultaneously embarking on a journey of personal growth. So take these insights to heart and let them guide you toward more meaningful connections and a deeper understanding of yourself.